Be like, damn, slow down. I know you see a queen adjusting her crown. She been knocked down, but she never stayed down. She been living life like it's her playground. And they be like, damn, slow down. They can catch us, she be moving too fast.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Always Talking with Audrey. Before we get started in today's video, please make sure you like this video on your way in. And if you are not subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button for me. Now, in today's video, we are going to be talking about 32-year-old Kenyan immigrant Irene Gawka. Irene moved to Idaho about 3 years ago, where she was currently in college studying nursing. The last time her family saw her was around February 24th, 2022 of this year, and it was during a video call as her family still lives in Kenya. For the next few weeks, her family would call her with no answer, and throughout this time of reaching out to her, they did only get two text messages for her, but those two text messages really raised a lot of flags from the family or with the family. The two flags was the fact that they were random text and they were in English. Now, Irene and her family spoke to each other in Swahili, so they did not understand why she would be texting them back in English. She did have a separate conversation with her brother around February where she mentioned that she didn't really like Idaho due to it being cold, and that she also was thinking about changing her number and getting her own plan. Her brother tried to, of course, tell her that that made no sense as it would be more affordable for her to stay on the family plan. He also did mention that those text messages were also in English as well, which was really weird to him because they could not get her on a FaceTime call to actually see her face, and the text messages were not consistent. It was only two with with her family as far as her mother and father, and it was just that one conversation with her brother. Now, unbeknownst to her family, Irene had actually relocated to Wyoming, and it wasn't until a month later that her family was able to report her missing because they really could not get a hold of her. So she was reported missing in March of 2022. During the investigation, it was discovered that Irene was actually dating a man by the name of Nathan Heightman, who told the police that Irene actually moved out of his home 2 weeks ago. So that was around April when the police actually found Nathan and spoke to him, and he told them that she had moved out. Very little information has been released about Irene and her disappearance. So, from the time of March until May, there was not a lot of information that I was able to even locate to really get to the bottom of the little details of this case and what they were doing and where they are now. In May, Nathan was actually arrested after the police found out that he removed money from Irene's bank account. He used her credit card, of course, without her permission, deleted her banking app, changed the password before he deleted it, and actually deleted her Google account. Now, he is still currently locked up and he is facing 5 felony charges. Now, the transactions that included in the investigation, they actually found out that he made a purchase of a shovel, boots, pants, and a 55-gallon metal drum. In a police statement in May, they requested information regarding the 55-gallon drum as they believed that it may have been burned or it is somewhere buried. So they were asking the community to be on the lookout for this 55-pound metal drum just in case they see the remains of the drum, if it was burned, or if they see any, freshly dug sites or, nearly new dug sites where the drum could be located. That is it. That is all that we actually know of Irene. Nathan is actually not talking and he has not released any information. Like I said it before, he's stating that Irene moved out 2 weeks before she was reported missing, and that is all that he knows. He is stating that he does not know anything else. Now, Irene's family has been very vocal about this and they are devastated in not knowing exactly where Irene is, but they know for a fact that she would not just up and disappear. Her father actually said that they had hopes that she was going to come back home for Christmas and that they were actually going to buy her plane ticket. So, there is no reason for Irene to run away or go missing for no reason. Something must be wrong. Now, like I told you guys, this case is very sad because I have not been able to find a lot of information on where the search parties are going, what is taking place. I was able to see that women are leading the search parties for Irene. They actually are wearing shirts that say, "Where is Irene?" And they were actually seen protesting outside of Nathan's homes, screaming, "Nathan, where is Irene?" before he was arrested. The search parties are continuing, and the police is stating that they are going to continue to look for Irene, and they have um, asked for help from the FBI, who is also looking for Irene as well. The only piece of evidence that they do have, and their only lead, is this 55-pound metal drum, and that is it. Some are speculating that she could be in there, but we, of course, are hoping that we find Irene safe and sound and get her back home where she is loved and missed dearly. Now, before I end this video, I just wanted to highlight that this story is heartbreaking, and trying to find out information on where she is, what happened to her, has been hard. And the hardest part about this is I have spoke about the missing white woman syndrome on my channel, and how when white women go missing, everyone knows about it. Every news station is talking about it. Everyone is outraged. Everyone is invested in getting these women home. But when black women go missing, their stories are rarely ever told. The media is rarely ever brought into play in making sure that pictures are posted. The story is everywhere, that everyone knows. It's not the same, and I will continue to cover these stories on my channel and bring justice to people that look like me. We are not going to stop until we get Irene home. Again, if you guys have seen her or have any information, the information is posted on my screen to contact the local authorities. Thank you.